Hello, family. There's the baby. Hey, there's the baby. We had been together about 4 years, and we decided that we wanted to have a baby, but I was on a lot of medication for my autoimmune disease. And we knew that if we got off of the medication and tried to have a baby, that the immune system would automatically suppress on its own so that it doesn't reject the baby. So we figured that it would be a good time to try to get pregnant.
No. I get that booty. Look. Let's clean that neck. Let's clean that neck.
Okay. I think that if I didn't have my autoimmune disease, I would have probably gotten pregnant sooner, just because neither of us wanted to be older when we had kids. I know that my pregnancies have helped my autoimmune disease calm down, and it's made my symptoms better, and it's made it kind of go into remission while I've been pregnant. So I think that in that way, pregnancy has made a difference with my autoimmune disease, but I don't know if my autoimmune disease has made a difference with my pregnancies. Every month I would try to wait to see if I was going to get a period, and so if I did get a period, then it was just kind of a little bit of a disappointment. But it did take a few months to get pregnant, so by the time that I actually did get pregnant, it wasn't like such a surprise, and it wasn't like such an excitement, because we knew it was going to happen and we were going for that. So it wasn't, it was still, it's always still like such good news, and it's always still like so surreal, and it's almost like it's not even true, but it is true. But you can't like tell yet that you're pregnant or feel anything, so it's just a weird feeling, I guess. Those little ones. These lids, just in case. On the inside or the outside? Oh. So we'll have to check this out. It says only do 2 minutes. The baby in there? Isaac? Say you would rather already be taking care of a newborn baby? How you say?
Well, I just thought for sure we would be by now.
Yeah. I think that I wish that I would have probably done more research or known how hard it was going to be to breastfeed. or like tips and tricks. I just thought that it was just like something that happens. It just comes naturally, easily. And I had a really hard time breastfeeding, and I wish that I just had known that it was going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought that it was. I don't particularly enjoy being pregnant because it's not that it's so difficult, and of course I didn't have any complications either time. It is tiring, it is rough on the body, but it's not so bad. I am just not able to move and do the things that I wish that I could do, that I would normally do when I'm not pregnant. So like right now, just how pregnant I am right now, I really can't do anything, and it's a little bit frustrating to not really be able, especially when you already have a kid or kids and they get hurt or something happens that you have to get up quickly to get them or stop them from doing something. You can't get up that fast. You can't do things as fast. You move slower, you get ready slower. It's harder to get your kids ready. It's just a lot harder to do things when you're pregnant, even when you have a perfectly normal pregnancy with no complications. I just can't move as fast or as easily as I wish that I could. Just can't do the things that I wish that I could. So I think that that's probably the reason why I don't particularly enjoy being pregnant. Not that I dislike it, it's just, I just wish that I already had a baby out. So then, yeah, I might just come over here, hang out. I don't know if I don't really know if I want like Mother to come out and you come out and Brian, like
at 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
If it happens, well, I mean, I kind of want to.
I mean, yeah, but that's fine if you're gonna have if you're gonna record little bits and stuff. It's fine.
So if your water does break overnight, in the night, whatever time it is, call me or something. Be like, hey, it's time. And dude, I'll probably get up faster than you.
Faster than me. Faster than Isaac.
He'll probably just sleep through it. Dude, he just like wakes up and there's another baby.
I know. He'll be like, what the heck?
Do you think he understands?
I think he knows that the baby's in there now. I don't know why all of a sudden he just like knows that the baby's in there. We've been telling him since like day one. And just now he starts to like say baby and stuff. But it could just take like 3 hours, like the labor. But dude, if my complicated birth took 7 hours, there's no reason why an uncomplicated birth should take longer than that. Or I'm definitely dilating now. I hope. Dude, I hope that these whole 2 weeks that I've been hurting so much have been for something. Not to keep laboring for 24 hours or anything. I mean, I hope all this pain's just for the baby to slip out. No joke, because you don't even know how that hurts. So, whenever, whenever you're, cutting the circulation to your hand or finger, or, your hand is hanging, and you can feel, the blood and the pressure, and you almost start feeling like it's throbbing because of all that pressure. That, imagine, all in, your vagina area. Just imagine, your pubic bone, where your pubic bone is. Imagine feeling that all down there. And there's, nothing you can do. Every time I stand, dude, imagine just, all that pressure all of a sudden. That's why I have to, stand and, stand for a second. Because I can't even, walk real quick. And then on top of that, imagine like your legs hurting like you just went to the gym and had like biggest workout ever put together. Like all of that, dude. Every single time I get up off the couch or I stand up from the chair or I'm walking around, I feel that the whole time. When I'm sitting down, I feel it sometimes, but like right now, I don't feel it. Right now, I feel pretty okay. Been having some contractions. And they're kind of strong, kind of painful a little bit, but very tolerable. Me and Brian used to go in the hot tub at the gym. Dude, it gets hella hot. Like, I get anxious and claustrophobic in the hot tub. Like, I have to sit, like, probably, like, just like my waist down in the hot tub and leave the rest of my body out. Because if I sit all the way in, y me llega la water, like, up to here, or if my arms are under it, I get hella claustrophobic and, like, start kind of panicking a little bit. It's just, like, hella hot. Which, we're not going to put the tub in there that hot. Maybe you do. Maybe you need to put it that hot in order to, like, actually work. But I don't know if I'm going to like that. Like, I'm already going to be uncomfortable and in pain. I don't want to be, like, in there that I already don't like to be in. So I don't know. Maybe I just might, like, pop a squat over here and just push the baby out on the floor. Or on the couch. Or on the bed. I think the exciting part about being pregnant is just seeing your belly grow, because then it's actual proof that there's a baby in there and it's growing. And so when you see your belly getting bigger and when you actually start feeling the baby kicks, then that's when it's, I think for me, it starts getting exciting. Hello. Let me go down and get my suitcase.
Okay. First thing I want to do is check you. Listen to baby. And then we'll go from there. Okay? Alright, let's see what's going on. You don't have to move. Just, I apologize for how you find out what's going on. Try to relax. Well, sorry. Oh, the cervix is way back. The baby's low, although you knew that already. You're gonna have to come forward a little bit and tip back. Yeah, because I can't reach your cervix, which is okay. Sorry. You don't have to lean like all the way back. Just. I can't even get to your cervix. Okay, I'm there. Sorry. Alright. Woo! Okay, you're like almost 3 centimeters. Well, the baby sounds fantastic. The heart beats between 127 and 135. So, baby's great.
Thursday night, yeah, so I didn't sleep at all. We went to bed, Brian fell asleep, and I was just over there starting to feel contractions, and I was starting to time them, and I was, when you're in bed at night, and everything's quiet and everything's dark, you kind of notice your pains a little bit more. Everything becomes more, I think, noticeable. So all my contractions, maybe if it had been during the daytime and I had been doing stuff, they wouldn't have felt so bad. But because it was nighttime, I was laying down, it was dark, it was quiet, I had nothing else to do. I just felt them so strong, and I was trying to time them, and they were like 10 to 15 minutes apart. So I could have slept through them, but it was just like all that anxiety, all that anticipation. The moment was finally coming, and so I just like didn't sleep, and then I came to the living room and I was watching TV and not sleeping, and I thought that those contractions were pretty strong. She got here and she checked me and I was dilated to 2, and she told me I needed to go sleep. I needed to go sleep and I needed to rest. It was only to 2, so there was nothing to do. And so I went to the room and I tried to sleep, and I think that maybe I dozed off a little bit, but then I mean, by like, I think 11 in the morning or 12, I was dilated to 5 or 6. And then they were starting to get stronger, still very bearable, you know, because then I was out here walking around and kind of doing stuff, but they were starting to get really strong. And still, I didn't have any sleep. And I was actually going through my contractions while I was standing. For whatever reason, I felt like standing, going through the contraction, I can deal with it better than if I was sitting, which was a big mistake because I was just wearing myself out, just standing and walking around and no sleep.
Could not be more gorgeous outside.
Be more what?
Could not be a more gorgeous day. It's like
Oh, really?
the absolute most perfect day ever. Somebody's hurting for certain now, huh? Yep. Yep. Well, isn't that good? You want your baby out, right?
Yeah.
Yep, we want our baby out. Let's get our baby out.
I think it's all that emotional stuff too. It's just like
You want some banana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
makes me want to cry, even if I'm not having a contraction.
That's
She's been doing better,
So
I
you're
think,
breathing
here on the
down.
couch.
good. Yeah, the side it was meant to get things going. Okay, slow your breathing down. Slow it down. You're doing a really good job. Just giving you some good advice. Get a little lightheaded. Okay, slow your breathing down.
But I have so much anxiety. You know, I've struggled with anxiety before, and so every time that I get any kind of pain, my anxiety just kicks in, like really, really bad. So even if on a regular day doing my regular stuff, I don't really deal with my anxiety so bad anymore, in the way that I don't even take medication for it. Whenever I experience any kind of strong pain, my anxiety just kicks in, like really bad. And so I had a lot of anxiety going on while I was having my contractions and all that stuff. And I think that with Isaac, I was so out of it with the medication they gave me. I was so out of it, I didn't even have like time to have anxiety. It was just contraction after contraction after contraction. Booty cheeks.
Horrible, violent
Just hugs on mommy.
scamming people out of their money.
I said, mommy can't hold you, baby. Okay,
When
we
there's no
will.
connection at all, no even similarity, but it's
Yeah.
just going to be that way because people aren't, they're lazy. And if it's always a good idea to have everything empty around where you're pushing. You ready? Really good progress. Try not to lean forward. Thank you, honey. Good job, good job, good job. Makes all the difference. Okay. Now,
Me?
okay. Little help here to make it go really fast. Calm down. Don't breathe fast.
My legs are cramping really bad. And then from then, you know, up till 6:26 when Isaiah was born was when I went through all that other stuff of like very, very strong contractions, and I actually felt like pushing, but I was getting like one contraction where I felt like pushing, and then there was like a couple contractions that I didn't need to push, and then so it was like every third contraction I felt like I needed to push, and so that's why we thought that we could maybe try to push, and it wasn't working out. I was just hyperventilating, wearing myself out, pushing way more than I should, and wasn't taking like the breaks or whatever, because I just wanted to have the baby. Like I was just like, oh, let me just push this baby out, just get it out. And so I was just like trying to push, but I was like hyperventilating. I wasn't really breathing the way I was supposed to. It wasn't working out, so that's why Alice said, let's take a break, let's put you in the hot tub. I was getting a lot of swelling down there around my vagina.
Okay, try not to. Are you having a contraction yet?
My back hurts.
Okay, you gotta push that baby off your back. That's the problem.
Can I get on my knees?
It's not gonna work. I'm sorry, your baby's position is not giving you choices. That's why we had to do everything we had to do. Okay, you really have to stop breathing fast like that. That's a panic thing. Just make yourself sit. Do you want some water?
So we went into the tub, and I was having contractions in the tub, and I was actually able to relax in the tub. I was drinking some juice to get a little bit of energy and some water, and so after the tub, I went and I laid back down on the bed, and then I was doing contractions on one side, and then contractions on the other side, and contractions on the other side. And I actually only did 3 contractions on my left side, and then 3 contractions on my right side, and then I was like trying to push every single contraction. So that's when we were like, okay, now it's time. So I went and I sat on that little squatting stool, and I did the one long hard push, and the head came out.
You're 20. Do you want to try getting in the water for another 20 minutes and just give yourself a break? Because it just seems like you're so tired right now that we're just trying to force you. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if what's going on is you're feeling the head down there and it just feels like it's always a contraction. But there definitely has to be a contraction and a break. And we've got to use those breaks. We've got to use those breaks to recover. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know you're hurting all the time, but you need to only breathe when you're having the absolute contraction. Gabby, look at me. I want you to listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Down, open your legs. We're going to have shoulders soon. Okay, stop breathing fast.
There he is. Oh, oh,
The dirtiest baby I've ever seen in my life.
oh my goodness.
He's big.
There he is.
Get that face. You did it. You did it, Mama. Look like brother. I'm right here.
Oh, there it comes. There's it. There's the cry.
You had a baby at home.
Ah,
Remember, you're still attached and the cord is short, so you can't bring him up any closer to
that's why he's so big. Oh, he's big.
I'm so proud of you.
Legs right there.
I know. He's just.
Okay.
It might take a couple snips. It's pretty thick, but you can do it. All right. Yeah, I warned you about that.
There you go.
It's a thing that's filled with blood. That's what its purpose is. So sometimes it's purposeful.
That's okay.
Okay, you can. Would you like to take your ginormous baby and I'll help your wife get her placenta out?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you another dry blanket. Here, you can open it up all the way for me and put it in front of you. Look at this baby big old head. 2 pushes after all that. You had a totally natural birth here. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see if we can get this placenta out and get you in bed, nursing your baby, completely free of being told what to do. Sound good?
Isaac.
Isaac. Look who's here. Look who's here.
Look.
There's your baby brother. Say hello.
What is he?
Say hello. It's the
Baby on mommy's
baby.
belly?
It's the baby. Oh
Do you
my
see the
goodness.
baby? It's your little brother.
It's Isaiah.
No. I think that in labor, just like in life, there are beautiful, special things that we create. Many times it's very easy and fun to make, but as our baby starts to grow, it requires a lot of time and energy. It can be inconvenient, tiring, frustrating, and sometimes it feels like it's taking forever. When the time comes to deliver this baby, there's no turning back. A project or something that you have been working on after 9 months can still be canceled or thrown away, or you can give it up. But when you don't and you endure through all of the great, beautiful, scary, exhausting, painful moments and you finally see your baby, your creation, you instantly know it was all worth it.